Guys, welcome back.
Hmm.
Just getting some drugs shit, I guess. I don't fucking
What do you think, Julius?
This is your area of expertise, man. I'm not much help here.
Okay, I clearly misremembered, so I can't re-roll that again, can I? I just take
like
this
she did.
I guess.
She said like anything. I mean, you just had to bring trade. That's where her conversation was. And then she was kind of making a joke about the old cocaine leaves, you know, and how like she said like a bunch of white girls isn't really going to get you in here, but she was joking. If you did bring that, she would accept it. She was just playing with you. So anything will do. That's what you remember.
Okay. I'll just get the spook, I guess.
Okay. It's a trade. They all smoke a low stick, and they offer you a smoke, of course, which is the bunch of white girls. And here you go. Say smoke it, seal it.
Okay, while he's taking his puff or whatever. Question. So, what are these guys armed with exactly again? You said one had a las gun, the other two had like stub pistols. Is that like it? There's only 3 armed people in here, and that's like all the weapons they have laying around that I can visually see in this room?
Yeah, that's all you can see really in the room is the people that have the 3 jackets on, 3 people on the couch. They have not a las gun. They're definitely small projectile. One of them has an auto pistol, slightly larger, and then the other 2 have stub pistols.
So there's 6 people?
No, there's just 3.
Okay, and they're armed. It's just one has a
with an auto
las,
pistol,
and the other 2
has a stub.
Okay. Okay.
The girl on the couch moans and stirs as she like has like a nightmare in her like high coma.
Alright, so your shit go.
He offers, of course, the low stick to you.
Be like, man, dude, we're gonna be going clubbing and shit with this shit, man. We're gonna be fucking turning this in. You can't be smoking all of our shit. Gunner, what are you doing?
Dude, just chill out for here, alright? We're not in any rush, are we?
Man, I got fucking dance in my feet right now. It's gonna go away if we spend all our time here. I just need to fucking dance right now. So not
I just look at the ammo guy. You see how he is. You can't really. He's so eager to fucking go rave, dude.
Okay, I mean, if you smoke, I mean, you'll get a burst of energy. You have a +5 to all your physical characteristics. You feel pumped up as the cocaine hits you and makes half your face numb. Offer it to you, Hosen.
I'm not fucking smoking this shit. I'm using it to get in the rave. I already said that like 50 million times.
This will give you the energy, man. Why are you acting like such a hard ass? We're giving you something for free. They act insulted.
I gave you a combi tool. That's not free.
This is. You can smoke it, man. Come on. Just hang with us for a little bit. You're gonna be a regular with us, right?
Dude, just a question. He's like occupied with those now. Is he like is anyone paying attention to me? Can I see that?
I mean, the guys that are on the table and they're on the couch are kind of high and stuff. No one's really like staring at you. No.
Is he still like mixing stuff to smoke later? This guy? Or has he like something prepared for him to smoke personal?
It looks like he has several low sticks, of course, that he's been wrapping and ready to dip into drugs. So yeah.
Can I mix some stuff concealed to fuck with him if he takes these drugs?
You can try. That would be a hellish like test, deceive test, just because there is so many people right there, and the table isn't hidden behind anything. Like everyone's gathered around this table with the stuff on it.
That's why I asked if I paid attention. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna do that then. Damn it.
So, you don't smoke at Hosen, I take it?
While I appreciate your generosity, my friend, and I have no problem hanging out here with you for a few moments. This is my payment in order to get into that fancy club that's across the street. It would be a shame if I overdid it and ended up smoking everything I just paid for here. Plus the free
Like,
weed.
see, why are you speaking so weird? He just takes another hit.
Oh. That's right, I didn't gangster accent, huh? Don't you talk, Dale? No, I'm talking about, man. I can't just smoke all this shit, man. And be like, fucking keep going. It's like alcohol. You hit one, you gotta hit all of them, man. It's my fucking currency getting this shit. And besides, man, my mom died from this shit a long time ago. It's fucking real.
You know, I'll smoke one for your mom.
Thanks, man. That means a lot to me.
Okay. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. I mean, there's not really anything else going on.
Take our shit and go.
Okay.
This is all. I'm assuming it's pretty safe to say that, of course, all this shit's fucking illegal, right?
The spook and the obscura are definitely illegal. The low sticks and the cocaine, of course, like they're borderline. Like, I mean, low sticks are completely legal. The cocaine smokes are like, you know, they could be like a minor, like, you know, petty crime thing that they would just get taken away from you and that's it. Unless like you were selling them in mass quantities like this guy is, then that's illegal.
And all Gunner got out of this was some cocaine?
Spook.
Oh, and spook? Okay.
Eat spook, yeah.
Alright. Alright, I guess we grab our shit and let's go. Let's go find other people.
Okay, back to the tech priest. What you guys doing? Severance is with you guys, right?
Yes. I think we're gonna attempt to break into the arbiters just to see if we can do it.
We need micro beads.
Okay. The Inquisitor says I can give you a microbeads if that's what you want.
It's just weird to just like have
Just
them
wanna
spawn out of thin air.
us. That's cheating. I want to build my own out of a bunch of square blocks I dug with a stone pickaxe.
Okay, so if you want to attempt then, each roll is going to take about a minute, just as you attempt to crack the security. You can, of course, set up a stealth-like maneuver by using, I'm going to allow you guys to use concealment to conceal your moves, if you'd like, or you can make a difficult tech use test instead if you don't have concealment. And basically that'll like show you guys moving stealthily through the network.
Do I get any bonus? I have binary chatter. Do I get any bonus to this thing?
You can talk to it definitely with binary chatter. Not to the machines you don't per se, but like you can talk and try to convince or talk with the wraith, the ice wraith.
Okay, so I'm trying to debate if I want to use cryptology or tech use. I have a base 80 on tech use and only a 50 on cryptology. I'm gonna use tech.
Is she like
Okay, any stealth going in, or are you just gonna violently attack the system?
Well, since I got such a high tech use, I can try to set up a dummy system for like a stealth mission.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I can have you kind of lead it off in one direction and I kind of come through the back door.
Pretty much.
Okay. In this situation then, because there will be two different presences in the system, Hunter, you'll have to divide your successes between you and Iovis. And it'll basically be opposing you with its own awareness.
Alright.
Okay. So, with that said, let's go ahead and have, I guess, Hunter go first with his tech use to set up the, you can either use concealment or tech use. A difficult, which is -10, tech use to hide yourselves. So go ahead and roll that, set it up.
Success.
How many?
Looks like 4 degrees.
Okay, how do you want to divide up the successes?
Well, 2 to concealing, 2 to breaking down the system.
You only have 4 degrees, so... And you're doing this for stealth, right? You're using the stealth?
Yeah.
So, okay, then you would use this for stealth. You give you and Jeff 2 degrees for hiding. Sound good? You understand, or...?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, cool. Alright, then Iovis. You're going for cryptology, you said, or tech use? You want to do tech use?
I'm going to use tech use. Hey, Kyle, might I suggest that we use the, I'm going to suggest something, because it's a better way to count your successes, is to use the way the Black Crusade counts success, which is 1 for your initial, and for every 10 you get the other one. So, I don't know, what actually had 5 successes.
Well, yeah, good idea. No, definitely. I usually do count that, I just... Yeah, that's fine, we can do that. That is actually easier, so we will do that.
Well, then I get the extra 1 to Iovis, since I'm actually not trying to hide myself too well. This way to attract the attention of the system.
Sounds great. Alright, it's 3 and 2. Go ahead, Jeff.
One success.
Okay. You guys feel the ice wraith shudder through the systems as the security systems awake and you begin cracking at the gigantic data walls that keep the enforcer station safe. It immediately finds you, Hunter, and as it says, you are in direct protocol violation of Administratum Files 175B. Please leave this area. This is your only warning.
I use a secret tongue to try to convince it to back off.
Okay. Secret tongue is a talent, or is that a... Oh, sorry, that's a skill. Okay. And you have secret tongue for what?
Tech.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll.
Which test is that? I forgot to mark it down.
Secret tongue is intelligence.
Pass.
The Wraith Spirit is confused and kind of stares at you. You do not have proper access. Identify yourself, and I will give proper clearance. So it does delay its own turn. Hunter and Iovis, you may make additional tech use tests to take other actions. So at this point you can either try to still convince the Wraith Spirit or hide yourself again using tech use, and of course Iovis can continue working away at breaking down the walls.
I shall try to conceal us again.
Roll them.
1 degree. I gave it to Iovis.
Okay. Iovis, go ahead and make your roll. Actually, that's 2, Hunter. Because you have your success, and then your...
Oh, yeah,
oh wait, I'm sorry, you
that.
just have success. Never mind. Yeah, because you have 58 under 60,
I have
right?
70 since I'm hooked in. Integrated system, part of the tech priest thing.
Okay. You gave both of them to Iovis, I take it?
Yeah, since I'm not trying to hide, since I'm already found.
Okay. And then Iovis.
5.
Okay. You chip away the wall in vast quantities. Of course, you're getting to see the other side a little bit, but it's still quite a ways off. The Wraith Spirit says, identification needed. Give it to me now, and it extends at least 8 different arms, all armed with different nervous bits that quiver as they want to stab you and into your neural net. What do you say, Hunter?
Is it physical, or is it
No,
psychic?
this is all going to be pretty much a machine spirit attacking your senses. Since you're plugged in and your awareness is plugged in, it's going to attack you directly through the connection. It will be physical. It's gonna start giving you lots of fatigue here in a bit if it can successfully attack you.
I shall use a tech use to try to avoid the machine spirit attack.
It can be tech use. Otherwise, it's going to be cryptology. It's a hard tech use test. It's -20 to avoid its attacks. Cryptology is just challenging.
I don't have cryptology.
Tech use it is. Go ahead and roll.
Fail.
machine spirit jabs into your machine spirit, who you are right now. It jabs into your neural net. It inflicts 3 levels of fatigue on you. What's your toughness? Okay. With a massive surge of electricity, your like Hunter goes down for the count. Thing begins rummaging around for you. Go ahead and roll this again.
Wow.
How much total is that? I count 15, right?
I have a set. I had 5,
8 plus 5 and 2.
7, I think we're at 18.
18, okay. The race spirit begins rummaging through the networks for you. It completely misses your presence in the system. Rooting around, knowing it's being attacked, it begins to be frantic. Go ahead.
Fail.
Okay. The final layers of the data wall is giving you an immense amount of trouble. You can't seem to break its protocols. The race spirit is trying to get closer. The race spirit completely misses your presence again in the network. It howls in frustration. You can hear its machine like chanting and gibbering, the little bits of data around you rising up in fear. Go ahead and roll again.
That'd be 2 successes.
You break in past the last layers of the data wall and have complete access into the Enforcer Station network, and Cogitator network. However, this does not mean you're safe. You have to find a way to shut down the Ice Wraith, as well as make sure that the Ice Wraith cannot access any alarms in the system to alert that there's been a breach.
Okay, so I need to kind of scan for that now?
You already taken your action, so the Ice Wraith is going to look for you. The Ice Wraith still cannot find where you're at, so go ahead and roll again. You were able to find, I assume that's, what, 5 successes? 6?
6.
Okay. So, you are able to find the alarm system, the Cogitator Bay that holds all the information, as well as the Ice Wraith protocol. So you find all of that. Now you have to work at deactivating the Ice Wraith, or deactivating the alarm. The alarm is easy, only needing 1 success. The Ice Wraith you need 5 successes for. So, Ice Wraith will take its turn. You had 4? No, you had 5 degrees hiding you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Ice Wraith has located you. Breach detected. Breach detected. It sets off the alarm, but that's all it can do. Your turn.
So I have to either shut down the alarm or try to shut down the Wraith.
You can divide your successes between the 2.
Okay, I'll do that. So I need just 1 to shut down the alarm, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'll use that 1, and then I have 3 on shutting the Wraith down.
Okay. You attack the Wraith viciously. It tries to evade your shutdown protocols. Terribly failing, you tear away at most of its armaments. It's only half standing there. It whines, of course, as it's torn apart, but still is pursuing you. The alarm is shut down. On the inside, you know that some of the adepts who watch over the equipment are kind of looking at the system oddly and trying to find out what's wrong. It'll take 3 degrees of success to shut out anyone from peering in, and the alarm is already shut down, and then 2 more to shut down the Wraith. Your go.
Done.
Very well. You shut out access entirely from the outside, as well as shutting down the Ice Wraith spirit. You have complete access to the systems. However, you do know that people have been alerted on the inside. You can, of course, allow people access like normal and try to hide your presence by using tech use or cryptology.
I will attempt to hide my... I will do that, let them have access and keep myself hidden while I kind of rummage through their stuff.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Either tech use or cryptology. You're using tech use?
Yes.
Okay. It is a -10.
So I had a minus fail, just a fail.
Okay. So, you give everyone access, and they're going to look for your presence to see if they can find you. See what went wrong, basically. They're not looking for you, they're just looking to see what went wrong. Through their combined efforts, they're able to locate that intruder has actually gained access. They know that you're here, they just don't know where you are or how to shut you out yet. Your turn.
Alright, can I try... I can still try to hide still, right?
Absolutely, using tech use, which is -10, or cryptology, which is challenging.
Okay, I'll do the tech use.
Okay.
Fail by one again.
Okay. So, they're going to attempt to look for you and find you exactly where the intruder is. You can, as a free action, just try to disconnect if you want.
Do I know if they locate me, they can lock me in, right?
If they locate you, they can kick you out of the system with a good enough opposed tech use test or cryptology test. Their choice.
Okay. Their choice. I'm gonna stay for now.
Okay. None of them find you in the network. You feel the three little sensor probes feeling out the network for you, but they all sweep close to you, but never actually locate you. Your go.
Do I have access to the system yet?
You're already in the system, so yes, you have access to everything.
Can I start downloading stuff or pertinent information while I'm trying to hide?
You can attempt to start downloading everything in their system, but it's a massive amount of files. For all you know, you could just be downloading junk like criminal records for the most part, for quite some time or other things. So I mean, yeah, you can download everything if you want, but it'll take time. But you can do it while you're trying to hide.
So the best thing would be to hide myself and then kind of take my time looking for what I want.
Correct. Go ahead, Zarkov.
Okay. Just to address a point that I just read by Hosen. Are Hosen and Tyler back with the shop?
Yeah, that'll be fine. Because this is taking a while to do.
Can we just do our shit in the tab while we talk about what we want to do? While you keep doing this?
We're using the chat stuff, so, but yeah, go ahead.
Also...
You can switch channels real quick. Oh wait, you don't have any other rooms in raid call.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can you make another raid call room?
Yeah, dude, make us a new room. We'll bitch about it in there until you're ready.
How do you make a new room?
Right-click your Dark Heresy main channel thing up there
I'll
where
be
the
right
house
back, guys,
is.
while we
Just grab
get into another
sub-channel.
channel. Okay, guys. So we have illegal drugs.
Oh wait,
What?
wait for Diz. He'll as soon as you finish explaining, he'll be in here, and you'll have to say it all again.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Alright. So we do have illegal drugs. My idea with it is to have us four dressed up as arbitrators, put it all in a briefcase, hand the briefcase off to the guys that are in the front and be like, hey, we're new transfers here because you guys aren't doing your shit well. This is what we found in the small amount of time we've been here. We know where they're located, we know what they're armed with, and we know that everything they're doing in there is illegal. Then we try to get them to kind of come with us. We backtrack and we beat the shit out of everyone in there. And then we're in.
That was my plan, exactly. But I wanted to give the drugs to someone, without being noticed. But I guess that was to give them a random guy just
well, no, I
to
mean
the drugs and say, oh my god, he has drugs, and give them to the.
No, we hand them over to the arbitrators and say this is what we found. it would be weird if we're just regular citizens doing this, because they'll be like, why do you have this? But if we're arbitrators, then it'll be like, we could just be like, we've been undercover in this area figuring out, you know, what the fuck is wrong with shit, and this is what we found.
We can modify that a bit.
Okay.
Be like, we're transferring in, and since I don't have my arbitrator uniform anymore, I can take the drugs and have them, and put on my rave clothes, and be like, you guys can be like, we just transferred to the station today, and this man offered us drugs outside. But like, come to find out, he's got ties to whatever major drug ring there is here, so we're bringing him in for questioning.
But then we'd be sacrificing your character.
It's a simulation. All we have to do is have them accept us, and then we're done.
Yeah, but you know, Inquisitor Killsong's gonna be like, we had to sacrifice one of our own teammates in order to get in, and that's unacceptable.
No,
It doesn't matter.
Not even that, but so is our guy inside the ring, so if we sacrifice it, we lose our contact.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and do the first one again, because our only contact here would be in jail.
This could do it.
Whoa. Isn't our objective only to be accepted into the group?
In both, yeah. And you are accepted in one group.
You
I've
are.
already accepted it.
Yeah,
He
but
said it was complete. He can't take completion away from us.
He might.
I'm
We
still
don't
in the
know.
group. I've just been caught with the Dustbringers. I'm a Dustbringers member. There you go. I'm already a member for it and everything. Just be like, look, we caught this Dustbringers member trying to sell us drugs and stuff, so we're taking him in for questioning.
Dude, they figured out you got caught, they would like immediately kick you out of the group. If this was a real life situation.
It doesn't matter though. It's not. It's a simulation. I wouldn't have joined a gang in real life.
I mean, we could do it. We totally could. But just kind of, I mean...
He won't take it from us. He can't. He's already said it's been completed. He told everybody that. He can't be like, oh, never mind, you didn't complete it. He's already said it's completed. All we have to do is be accepted by the arbitrators now as one of their own, and we'll be in. We don't even have to make any rolls for this. You literally just have to be up, and they'll be like, okay, we'll take you in for questioning. And so you guys will go in, and then you'll be accepted. And then that's it for this mission.
Alright, let's do it. We could say, if worse comes to worse, we could say that we can't directly link the drugs to your character, but we are using you to try to get to somebody bigger.
I can just have the drugs on me.
Well, we'd arrest you or have you apprehended, and then like Diz could carry the briefcase, Kyler and I can talk, and meanwhile I'm like grabbing your guy's arm or something, like to prevent you from running away.
Just tie my hands up with stuff. I mean, because it'd be like, he tried to sell us drugs. He's all cracked out. My guy's high anyway right now. So you can already be like, look, this man was high trying to sell us drugs. Come to find out, he was a member of the Dustbringers. We're going to bring him in for questioning about their leaders.
And then, okay.
I'm not that high, but I can play it up, I'm sure, if I have to.
Alright, do we want to go with that?
If we're going with that, I would just like to point out that my character is not very good at talking, so I suggest you guys do the talking.
You just need to
and I'll
look,
just stand behind you guys.
you just need to look like a big
So
bad
you don't really
arbitrator.
have to. You just hold my guy, Diz,
Yeah, there you
hold
go.
his fucking arms behind him and stuff, and just be like, look, we've got him under control and everything.
I could use Touch of Madness on you to make your guy go mentally insane for this if you want to, just to add some more flavor to it. Make it look like we
Well, they
really...
don't have to be you don't want it to be too crazy, because then they won't, then it'll bring up questions. You can, it's just a simulation. It literally means nothing. Anything that happens in here doesn't mean anything.
Alright, then we'll just go ahead and do this.
Hey guys, they're ready.
We're ready to, it sounds like.
Okay.
And I'll switch back over, I'll see you.
What's going on?
Jeff, you go ahead and say that again.
I believe it's, we are done with our hacking. I got some pretty good information. I think it's now time for us to infiltrate the Arbiter building.
What did you find out?
Let's see, I got the list of the current enforcers that are working this area, a list of the gangs in the area, and a list of the current crimes.
Is drug smuggling a serious crime in this area?
years later.
Is drug smuggling or drug dealing a serious crime in this area that they've been having trouble cracking down on?
Iobis, you know this to be the truth. They're definitely trying to crack down on that as it reduces production in the citizens.
And he relates this
So you
to?
got your...
Do we know a list of suspects for this?
Speak. Give me a name.
Iobis does. Iobis does.
I need a name of a criminal who's known to deal drugs.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I have a list of, do I know what their crime, do I know the criminal, I have a list of the criminals held and a list of the gangs, but I don't really have a list of the individuals within the gangs, do I?
I just need any name. It doesn't matter. Could be minor. That'd actually probably be better if it was just a minor name.
Amos Candelar. He's a soul smuggler, Dustbringer, he's with Dustbringers.
Seamus. I get to be a Seamus. Alright.
Alright, your name's Seamus. Okay, so here's our plan.
Ah, Seamus.
I need a briefcase and we need to empty it out. And Grim, myself, and what is it? Gunner here, we're going to dress up as arbitrators. We're going to take this, and we're going to take our friend Severance here, who's already, so happens to be a member of the gang. And we're going to take this fucking spook shit we found. We're going to throw it on this, in this briefcase. We're going to walk up to the arbitrators. And just as arbitrators, except for Severance, we're going to play Severance off like he's a criminal who tried to sell drugs to us, and meanwhile we're going to play off like we're new arbitrators who've just been transferred to this jurisdiction, sent here to crack down on their stuff, who have already taken the initiative to do some undercover work in which we found this, and we are going to basically talk like we're gonna let's see, like we're gonna take him in to do questioning and stuff.
Okay. So the front entrance, we'll just go like Enforcer 2 or whatever. Any of the enforcers are pretty much be the same.
Do you want to
They look at you and they're saying, "Look, go ahead and scan yourself in, then fellow Arbite."
Wait, what? We're not there yet.
Doing it already.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Chill.
Yeah, dude, we're there. We're going, Jose.
Oh my god, we're in the building. Holy crap, that was fast. Like teleported.
Mission complete.
Does anyone else have any recommendations, suggestions, anything else that would help, or any other ideas on this before we actually do it? Because again,
Okay.
this
Sorry,
is
guys.
just
Sorry.
my idea, and I'd love to hear what anyone else in this awesome group of Alkalite cells has to say.
Well, one, I think you're gonna act as arbiters, but you probably need identification papers for that, or some sort of identification.
Can I use my common law arbitrator stuff to find out about that, or like if we're gene coded or something? I don't know.
Sure.
Can I assist in that?
That's a plus 20.
Because I have that too.
It's a common. It's pretty much a routine check.
Fail by 8. 15
Can I
out of 15.
assist them? Because I have that too.
Go ahead.
Fuck, Gunner knows a lot more about
That's,
arbitrators than I do.
Yeah, dude, I am the information. So, isn't it plus 20 for me too? I'm not an arbitrator, but I noticed that. Okay, so, plus 60, so 6 degrees.
Okay. So basically, I mean, even though Julius did fail, like for the most part, you guys kind of come up with similar answers. Although Julius is a little bit off because his precinct didn't do things the same way as most updated Hive worlds do it. So basically, you do have to scan in. You do have to have your IDs over here, and they aren't gene coded, but they are specially made badges that the arbitrators do scan in. They're pretty difficult to make and replicate, so there is occasional counterfeiting, but it's extremely rare, and it has to be someone with a lot of influence and tech savviness to do it. With that said, yes, you do have to be able to scan in, though. at the front, and it'll basically register with the administrative files, like, oh, is he an arbiter? Yes, no. Yeah, so that's how you actually get in.
Can we fill out our blank ID cards with that?
You can attempt to make your own, but without a sample from this precinct to see like how they make their badges, since most precincts are a little bit different. It's going to be a harder check.
Wait,
so you're looking at.
Are there adapters? The enforcers? Could
yeah,
be from another district.
They're part of the Adeptus Arbites. This station is.
Well,
they're not Magistratum.
Can't we just do like what we know, like what Julius knows, because we could just be from another town, be sent here, because they don't do the shit right.
Yeah, you can do that. That would work.
Is there any way, Iovis, is there any way you can alter records to make it look like we're troopers in another jurisdiction, like in any place whatsoever that they may have access to that information? We could not use the arbitrator uniforms and just pose as undercover troopers, and just say we don't have any of our stuff because, we don't take it when we go undercover. And then when they'd be like, oh, where's your ID? We'd be like, well, we don't have it because we're undercover. But if you check like your records on this certain, place, you'll see that we're troopers here. Are you in their system like that at all? Or do you just have information?
Yes, I believe you're correct that I can get into their system or somehow get into another system to show that you're part of another area and that you're basically now been moved here and that you've been working undercover, and yeah, I think that's possible.
Why don't we do that, and then why don't we go ahead and start disguising ourselves as like rave people to kind of pull off our undercover look, or we could just walk up like this, which I don't know. Well, I think the arbitrator uniforms, using them in this situation might be out of the question, because it's going to lead to, hey, where's all your stuff? Hey, where's all this? And we don't really have. You need that stuff to back it up. So you have to like play dumb, kind of like, oh, we're undercover, so we wouldn't have our IDs. We wouldn't have any of that stuff. What do you guys think?
Well, if we had the materials, I could possibly make. The two tech booths can possibly make the IDs required. They're just finding the proper material and also getting a copy of one of their IDs.
That seems like a lot of trouble. Getting a copy of one of their IDs. It means we'd have to like beat up
You can make a really dramatic firefight.
Yeah, it would.
No, we could make one to get in. All we have to do is get one person in, right?
That's true. We could try to manufacture one and see how it goes.
It doesn't. I don't know if we can manufacture a thing. I don't know what we need for it. But what do we need to make it?
So basically, Hosen, you know like what it kind of looks like. You guys can fabricate it out of some of the metal, of course, and some of the materials that you guys just have handy. And you can make it look like another precinct. Basically, it won't look exactly like theirs, but it'll definitely register as a badge. You're looking at a pretty tough check, though, for tech use.
We just need to dress up as rave people and have Gunner drop some smooth lines and stuff and just lie for us. You could do that.
Hey, can we, Hosen, you know what your Arbites badge looks like? No, you from your precinct on whatever planet you came from?
Or should. I have my arbitrator's ID on me all the time.
You should just make it, and then we'll have you catch a criminal and take it up to the Arbites base. And be like, I don't work for your precinct, but I caught this man snooping around back. It looked like he was trying to do something mischievous. And they'll be like, okay, and then you can show them your ID, it'll be accepted, because the computer system, of course, will have your ID in it as well, since they should all be hooked together.
How hard of a test would it be to recreate my own arbitrator's ID?
It would be easy to make it, of course. It would take a little bit of time, like a couple hours, of course. The hard part just comes with the registration, making sure that it does actually have the right band of registration for the Arbites, which is a tech use -30. You only need 4 degrees.
Can you get back in the system and get more information for us? All you have to do is get Hosen's file. Hosen's file, but Mr.
I
Victor's
can't
file.
beat it. Tech use minus 30 puts me at 0. That's metagame anyway.
You wouldn't be making it, would you? Wouldn't
I
they be
don't know.
making it?
Yeah.
The tech priest can make it, of course.
Just have to tell them
What
what
I
is
it's
did
it?
a
like.
system nothing. I'll take you down.
I think our tech priest should plug back in and get Hosen's information, along with his current badge ID numbers and stuff, so we can make a more accurate representation of his badge. All it has to do is pass initial checks, then we're in. He's in.
Well, doesn't Victor already have his... Doesn't Victor Julius already have his badge with him?
No, because we're in a simulator. We don't have
simulation.
Dick in here.
We're not in a
Wizard
real
says you can request items.
I want my arbitrator's ID.
It appears on you.
Alright, we're done.
fucking easy. I want some handcuffs.
I want a
Get you
Titan.
handcuffs.
I want a Titan.
Hosen, handcuff my character and let's do this shit.
Alright, I handcuff him. Can I get a Titan?
Base then. Make up some excuse about being here on vacation and you caught somebody doing something. Your sense of righteousness made you take him in.
What the fuck could I be doing here on
Excuse for taking
vacation?
somebody in.
I'll be
I
checking.
don't know. Getting a new gun? Maybe you're here getting a new gun.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not very
Make up
good.
something cool.
I'm not very good at lying.
We wanted to check out the volcano.
Maybe you're here looking for a new job. You're looking for more. You're looking for new excitement, stuff like that.
I'm looking for. Here we go. I will tell them that I am looking for acceptance into this precinct, which we are. So.
You're hoping to be transferred here. There you go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Take
So
me
is
away,
it just you
Caliber.
two going up there?
Actually, I can go with Julius since I have the cyber.
Yeah, the
Mastiff.
Cyber Mastiff.
We work closely. As being a cyber mastiff handler, I work closely with the arbiters, so I can go up with Julius as somebody who's assisting him in tracking down
character,
these
yeah.
criminals.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Let's do it. Just up as an arbitrator.
Do it.
Go ahead, guys.
Give me the
Use
drugs.
characters.
I'll put them in my pocket. Or I've taken the drugs. I guess Hosen's taking them from me, so he's got them in something.
I was gonna put them all in a briefcase.
It's
Severance,
whatever.
and then
We just need them in something. Professional.
I'll just carry a briefcase full of drugs.
Straight to the front door, guys. I guess that's the front door here on the street. I don't know. Car there.
Fucking cars in the way.
Who
parks their car right in the middle of
Enforcers
the
look at
street?
you. Are you dressed up, you said, Julius, when
Yes.
you're an enforcer, or are you just dressed up as a clubber?
No, I'm an enforcer.
Okay. The two enforcers look alert as you begin approaching the huge doors that go down into a subterranean section for the motor pool. How may we help you, enforcer?
I'm also holding on to Severance's character. Say, hail, fellow enforcers. That probably sounded too cheerful. Hail, fellow enforcers. I am new to this precinct. I have done some small undercover work. I have heard of some of the things that have plagued you. I, along with my friend here, have tracked down this criminal and have located some drugs. I would like to enter into this precinct and use what equipment you have to do questionings and hopefully assist you guys in other activities that are going on around here. Because it seems like you guys have a pretty bad drug problem, and I myself specialize in investigations.
Go ahead and go on in then. Just make sure you scan at the door. May the Book of Judgment pass righteous fury onto this criminal scum.
If he should be deserving of it, then let its full wrath descend upon him. And I walk in with him.
Arbiter. Arbiter,
Okay,
do you
you
wish
guys-
me to wait here for you?
No, why don't you come in with me? He'll be okay, man. I don't think anyone's gonna.
Okay.
Might as well come in. Alright, so we walk in.
So, do you scan in at the door with your badge, you said, or?
Yeah.
Okay. It bleeps with recognition. You're able to go inside to the Enforcer Station where there's a variety of cars and other places. You've succeeded at your second objective. The Inquisitor says, well done.
I told you it was a lot easier than that.
Well, we had to cheat.
All that shit we were trying to do, that's so much easier getting in.
We had to cheat and get my arbitrator's ID.
No rolls. No rolls to get in.
Still had to cheat and ask for my arbitrator's ID. We'll
You
see.
didn't say we could have anything.
We'll see what Kelsong says.
Okay.
And cuffs. We did cheat and ask for cuffs. And we might have actually been able to manufacture some makeshift cuffs. Who knows?
Look, we actually lost experience for the cyber warfare stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It's not too bad though. Oh, we lost 100 XP for using a real ID as well.
Oh, that's not bad. It's better than trying to use a fake ID and get fucked.
We have 1400 XP, or they have 1400 XP.
You get through.
Just 400 XP for this one, unless you guys did want to stop for the day, because you had to go. I mean, we're at 310, we can still get into a little bit of the next scenario if you guys would like, or we can stop and do some breakdown and asking Galesong, like, why do you think this was formed this way, or the anatomy of the mission.
I think it's up to Kyler to see how tired he is. If he's good, then we can go on for a little
I
bit
can
more.
go on. No, I'm good.
Okay, let's go ahead and keep going.
You guys can also take time and spend the 400 experience
I'm good. I'll just squat on it.
if you'd like.
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, there ain't no need to get right away with it. Wasn't like the 1,400 in the last one.
Well, you guys will get 1,000 for the session. That's just for that particular encounter. You guys always get 1,000, no matter what you do. You can, of course, lose if you do terrible, but so far you guys have avoided total catastrophe.
Do I earn anything for being, basically doing that one thing properly?
What one thing properly?
You got 100 XP for
Being
gathering
a
information,
decoy.
but then you lost 100 XP because you guys got caught.
Yeah, you guys
My
completed the
purpose-
objective, and Jeff managed to secure some information from the Enforcer Station, so you did get awarded for that, but unfortunately you guys were caught in the end.
My job was to get caught, to at least try to buy him some time.
Oh yeah, sorry I was right.
Is that a cool way to sacrifice one of our own teammates in order to gain acceptance of a group?
I mean, I literally made like one roll to get in as a gang member. That was just a toughness test. It would have been funny if I'd have fainted though.
You went out like a bitch.
Yeah, fucking that way. No rolls to get into the Arbiter Station. One roll to get in as a dust, whatever.
You present them with the right stuff, and most of the time, like, either the roll's ridiculously easy and you don't need to make it, you know, or, again, yeah, you just gave them the right stuff, so there's really no reason
Oh, that's
for them to
right.
challenge you.
I forgot I don't get bonuses for doing stuff that's easy for my character. Damn, I should have tried to talk my way in. I suck at talking on this game.
Sneak your way in, dude.
Anyways, all of you guys do get
No, I'm
200
good at
XP for not
sneaking.
getting hurt.
So we get 600?
Total 600.
Okay, cool. I like not getting
Yeah,
hurt.
there are some situations where the combat could have came up, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Hey, if you guys want to move on over to scenario 3, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's just a little bit over if you go to your right on the map.
See it?
Cool.
Can't see my character.
Define our cause.
Can you move my character in a little farther, Mal? I can't see him.
Well, I guess I'll ask questions later. Where am I?
like stuck in the void.
Can you not see anything?
It's like a huge.
I can't see my character because the lighting. Thank you.
No, it's
Because
worse.
the lighting's jumping around on my screen.
Here, let me.
I can't find my character.
I see
either.
Sorrow's character. I
can't
don't see anyone
anything.
else.
It's like permanent lighting right there where I can't. Oh, there it goes. That's a little better.
Oh, we're dragging our characters over. Okay.
It's weird. I can only see what everybody else sees.
Where exactly are we supposed to put our characters?
Wherever you guys want over here.
I was just hanging out by Grim. Why don't you come over, hang out by us, Gunner? Come hang out with the cool kids.
Here, I'll make it easy on you guys.
Map.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Small manufactorum.
1 second for guys, I just need a bathroom break.
Manufactorum. Oh, there's nothing special. So there's a lot of garbage cans here. I think we should do a lot of scavenging. Might find enough parts to like make a Titan or something.
Dude, do you know how much supplies that would be?
Dude, there's like 20 dumpsters in here. You know how many guns you can make out of that? Look like
You'd have to salvage the whole city for a Titan.
there's like 20 dumpsters here. We can make so much shit out of this. Oh, here you go, Sorrow assassination.
Yeah. Do we have our guns and stuff on this one, or what's our loadout for this fight?
I think he's AFK. You could request him.
Yeah. We didn't lose any experience for requesting it. So
We lost 100 XP for using my real ID.
that's not for requesting it though. We could have requested a fake ID for you to use, but it wouldn't have worked. I mean, it might have. I don't think so. We didn't lose it for actually requesting the badge. You just lost it for using the badge.
I'll probably just request my arbitrator's ID again.
We could have just been really general and been like, we need an arbitrator's ID, and he'd just give us one. You could have been arbitrator number 1.
El Presidente Arbitrator. Guess I'll pause until he comes back. Alright, we're all here and back, so. I don't know, I zoomed in on this thing.
Okay, let's begin. Kale Song brings you into another simulation. It says, congratulations on your completion of the second simulation. This simulation will show groups of power, how they work, and how you can align them or destroy them if they get in the way of your cause. Basically, you all start off with the enough profit factor, PR15. He's speaking, you know, actually, like, you guys probably have access to, like, 50,000, 60,000 thrones, but it's all tied up in assets like you own, we'll say you guys own Small Hab Block 3 in the upper left-hand corner. It says you guys have been running a gun, a solid projectile gun making operation out of there. Your goal is to increase not only your profit factor, but take control of all the opposing gun houses in the region. Either by convincing them to join you, or by destroying their leaders. Most of the time, without a leader, an operation will easily fall apart.
Okay. Maybe
You all can start off with actually your regular equipment that you're used to, that you actually had with your characters from outside the simulation. So you have your shotguns, you have your rifles, you have your armor. Hunter, you have everything that you made. Same with you, Iovis. So you guys have your regular stuff now.
we should probably go check out our Hab Block 3 and see what's there.
You guys have a team, a Horde 20 team of manufacturing workers working under you. They work for really low wages, but it's enough to make a living. Other than that, you guys have to manually deliver like gun casing parts and other shit. This is also representing a part of the gunmetal hive on Scintilla. So, yeah, that's actually there. You notice one thing that's missing is there's no catwalks in this area. This area is pretty new, and so it hasn't needed additional construction. Even the road crete is pretty new and recently laid down.
So you said we have opposition. Do we have a general idea of what building they're operating out of?
Each of these manufactorums and hab blocks have rival gun houses operating out of them, each with their own individual group that is doing the same thing that you're doing for money.
So we basically have 7 people we are opposing right now.
Yes.
And we need to eliminate them all.
Or convert.
Or convert.
How much excess money do we make from our stuff every year?
With a profit factor of 10, you guys probably make about probably like 100,000 thrones.
A year? That's pure profit?
Oh, pure profit,
People and everything?
Probably each of you guys have like profit for thrones like 2,000. It's per year.
So it costs a lot more to actually run this business than I thought it did.
Because the prices are usually fixed by the nobles who buy them. They'll be like, yeah, we're not going to buy that at that like a good of a price. And you guys definitely barely make ends meet and have enough to make food and get regular stuff, but yeah, not enough to like expand by far.
As much as I enjoy conversations, perhaps we should take our battle plans and whatnot to our Hab block and let us discuss what we want to do there.
Before we go on, can I,
No.
what are these factors? Are they all legit?
Yeah, they're legit. We're dog life.
You guys actually don't know. They all make guns. They some of the houses make las weaponry. Some of them make solid projectiles, and then some of them make explosives. You don't know if they sell to legit people though, or if they're doing underhanded deals, or if they sell to the nobles like you guys do.
Do you have my arbitrator's uniform?
Can I make an underworld test for that?
How good of guns do we make? Our nobles are buying them from us.
They're probably pretty poor quality guns that they use to keep the underhive population in control that they actually own. I mean, each of the nobles probably have armies of underhive workers that they have to keep in line.
I have
So
my.
like
pretty
guns
shitty.
for their workers?
The taskmasters, yeah, not everyone else.
I have my arbitrator's uniform.
Yeah, you can. You can use your uniform. And you're actually walking into this situation blind. You've been given no background information, except which I'm going to tell you. But your background really wouldn't tell you anything currently you know, but it would allow you to make like educated guesses per se. So like, you know, I mean, if someone's making a really good profit, you could probably guess that this is how they're doing it, maybe. So you can guess at their operation, but you wouldn't know anything specific.
So we can't use any, like for example, like make an underworld check, or like use underworld contacts to see if they sell to like criminals or something.
No, you'd have to ask around with like usually inquiry to find out first. But yeah, you don't start off with any like connections other than knowing who the leaders are.
Okay, can I at least check where the black market is with my knowledge?
Yeah, sure, that'd be fine. If there is a black market, that'd be inquiry.
Okay. Yeah, you. I thought you meant like underworld
You
thing,
can use
like to know
you can
where.
use underworld.
Yeah, but still fail.
Or?
So. That's still a fail though, for 4 degrees. So.
the things that run? What's that line of crap? What are those supposed to be? Fences?
Those are actually lights.
Lights. How big does this go out?
How high
Does
on
this
the
go?
ground are they?
Nothing.
They're about 20 meters.
Are there windows between, or are there windows near the lights? Like above them where they run through the buildings?
Yeah.
Is it a string of lights, or are they like light poles?
They're light poles. Like it'll be a pole with like an extension of just like a bar of lights just running across. So like there's probably like 2 or 3 poles in between each solid line of lights. They're pretty thin. They aren't bulky at all.
A lot of people in the area here. Are there more trucks in this too, or is it just those 2 trucks?
Just those 2 trucks for just the moment, but there are plenty of trucks usually that come and go and drop off and will deliver. You guys basically wanted more profit, so you haven't rented any of the cargo crawlers. They're independent of the houses. The houses don't own those trucks.
So do we actually have a shop, like a showroom floor in our building itself?
Do you have a showroom? Is that what you're asking? Yes.
Yeah, like just a normal buy and trade floor for people. Anybody friendly toward us, or we don't know?
No one's friendly towards you. You're all rival houses competing for like the same markets, so no one's been outgoing and friendly to you. It's been kind of a standoffish atmosphere for the last year you've been running this.
And we don't know any rivalry amongst the others.
None at this moment.
We all have uniforms for our companies that are unique.
Yes, actually you do. Most of the places do have like shirts that like list like the gun house that they come from.
Is there a heavy law presence here in this area of the city?
For the most part, no. There's a enforcer station that is a ways away, but it would take them at least like 5 or 10 minutes to respond. Pretty quick though, for comparison, for most respond times. I'll give you guys a list of people and what they produce in just a second in the chat box.
Can you guys produce melta bombs?
Try.
We could make 7 melta bombs and wear 7 different uniforms and simultaneously blow up all the buildings in the same night, thereby making it look like all the companies attacked each other at the same time. We, however, successfully fought off the attack against us.
You could do that. You sneak around and place melta bombs?
Mm-hmm. Just throw them. We just throw them into the buildings. Nobody will know. All we have to do is wear... what we can do is wear the uniform of one other company and then put melta bombs in everybody's buildings and make sure everybody sees us doing it. That way when they all blow up and it's just us and the other company, will create damage to our building to make it look like they attacked us. Then when the enforcers come, they will be in trouble for it. Because we make solid projectiles, we do not make explosive weaponry.
How about trying to, well, if you can't make one, how about we team up with the Jaguar explosive from Hub's Block 6, trying to get them to help us.
That could be iffy, because even if we team up with them, we might still be at like a it's not gonna be like we're gonna be too much in alliance and stuff. It's gonna be like, hey, we go to them, it's like we're gonna do this one thing, and then if we do let them know what's going on, then we don't know how they are gonna react to other people as well, or like the other habs, so we don't know if they're gonna go around and like get everyone to just ally against us, because they're like, you know.
So why don't we put our profits together and buy out their workers so that their guy's a figurehead and have them send us a shipment of melta bombs, and then we'll blow up all the buildings.
Yeah, cool.
Because then they're the only ones who still produce the bomb, and they can still take the blame for it. We'll just have them ship us explosive weapons, at least a small shipment each time. I mean, they don't get paid that much, so we should be able to double it for a little bit anyways. Not like it's something that has to last very long.
I have another thought. Right now, we're all small-time players, and our idea is to increase our profit factor. If we're a group of small-time players, each of these manufacturers, if we come up with a way to work together and come to terms with each other, we can demand better prices and also figure a way of increasing and doing better for ourselves, and basically saying, hey, we're a major player in this hive, and hey, look at us, we have the guns, we have the equipment that you really need.
So you want us to create a council out of the other 7 heads, and draw up a unionization bill for all of us?
That would be one way to go about it.
We'd have to share contracts with everybody. We'd also have to homogenize business practices, as well as select a chairman to deal with all the major contract holders in our business.
Instead of going the melted bomb route and just blowing everything up, we could just do assassination attempts on the heads. Because once the people who are running the things are dead, then their workers are going to need a place to go. And their buildings are going to need people who can rent them out and stuff. So we just move in and start occupying their stuff.
Still.
That's
we'd have
true.
to,
but
we'd have to buy their
it.
shit.
Well,
I don't know. Are these buildings owned by families now, or are they shareholders?
Pretty much it's like a family of gun traders that have gotten enough money throughout working and scraping and even doing illegal stuff probably to basically build their own trade, buy the tools, the resources, and have the clout to get the contracts with the nobles. They've eked out a life above the scum. The most part, yeah, it's definitely taken a lot of work, and it's a family. It's not just like one guy. But they have these figureheads are like the one person that pretty much everyone listens to.
The thing
We'll
is,
take
each of
over
them are
that
small
easily.
time.
They have to eliminate the entire family. And then the workers probably wouldn't follow us anyway. They're pretty Machiavellian about this stuff.
Well, they might be more worried about getting jobs and feeding themselves and stuff like that, and they won't really have a choice but to come work for us or just leave. And then we just move into their shit. It's just like claiming turf like a gang. No one's
My intention is to
no one's there to oppose us
Just
anymore, so we just blow up the people who can oppose us and then move in.
We could just
Fuck
bully
Harris.
them into paying us protection.
But if some of these people are manufacturing better weapons than us, then they're not going to take us seriously.
We don't have to. We'll just kill one of them and then tell them they need protection, or we'll kill one of them every day until there's nobody left.
That's going to also depend
why
on
we do
how much violence there has been between these habs. Because if we go off and kill one, then everyone's going to like fucking know. Like we'd really have to assassinate like most of these people all at the same time. because if one person gets assassinated, then the word's going to spread really fast. And if the person who assassinated him got caught, then they're just going to team up on us and destroy our shit.
I doubt it. If they did that, that'd be pretty cheap.
Or we create chaos by disguising ourselves, making rivalries, and while they fight each other, we can concentrate on one or two and do the same shit. You guys just.
Yeah.
Why don't we buy out one person from each facility, have them give us blueprints and designs that their particular facility does, and then once we have enough gathered up, blow them all up, and then create a monopoly on all the products in this area. We can always just rebuild, and then we can custom order. We can make custom orders for people and charge a lot more for it because we'll be able to supply everything.
You gotta remember, Gunmetal City, or Gunmetal Hive, is very large, and that's where a lot of the guns come from. We're a small part of that. And, yeah, we could blow up these buildings, but it'll take us a long... We're gonna have to sink a lot of profit back into rebuilding and getting these manufacturing going. I still think one way is, let's approach each house, see how amiable they are to forming a conglomerate with all these people here. Those that are opposed to it, we can actually make a mark against them and see who else is willing to join us.
And that brings another idea. We could make an alliance, form a union, and then assassinate the other guys, so we're the only ones left leading the union.
We could.
That's not a bad idea either.
What we could do is we could act like we're going to be doing this whole thing and setting up this council, and then when we have this meeting with all of us and stuff, and we'll have some elected head of our group and then heads of everyone else, Then we set up this meeting and we call everyone to it because we're going to talk about our business shit. So we have the head of every hub in this one room, and then we just storm it and kill everyone in that room.
Exactly.
Or we can even go and then we don't even have to have the meeting in our place or something. We could, because I can mark a melt-a-bomb, and then what we could do is we can have somebody kind of set up a meeting or something. And then, a few of us will go to the meeting, like Kyler and I, or not Kyler, but Gunner and I will go to it. And then what we could do is during the meeting or something, I could just call in the melt-a-bomb, throw it on the table, and blow up everyone in the room. And hopefully Gunner and I can, dive out of a window or something like that. And hopefully just kill every single major guy there. And then all these workers aren't going to have anyone to tell them what to do, but they'll still have a feeling that they can come to us because we're a part of this conglomerate. It's like this one huge accident happened in this one building and it killed all the leaders, but since we're all still kind of in this alliance kind of thing, then they might just come over and work for us because they feel like it's a safe way to go or something.
Perhaps they don't agree. Maybe then we should just wait and see what our other stuff is, see what the other family heads are, and then see how the workers are. Yeah. Because they don't have to follow us. They may like their leaders so much that they, they won't turn against them.
Yeah.
I mean, and buying out the building will cost a lot. We don't have that much money. 2,000 thrones apiece. The whole point is to raise our profit factor. We don't have to do anything, right? We just have to raise our profit factor. And of course, assassination up there.
Yeah, eliminate and convert the leaders, to your cause, and then of course gather them to raise your profit factor in some way.
All we have to do is increase profit factor and kill off leaders. So why don't we just blow up all the leader houses, killing the leaders, and then just make better equipment, which will raise our profit factor.
Well, remember what it says. We're gathering a power base. And it just doesn't say eliminate, it says convert leaders of rival houses.
It's giving you options. Eliminate or convert.
Options. And what I'm saying is, let's approach each house first. See if they are, because if we can come up with a conglomerate which will make us a lot stronger as a group, we will be increasing our profit factor quite a bit. And at the same time, everybody else is sharing in this profit. ones that don't want to, we can have the other groups help us either force them into this group or they get eliminated.
I don't think anyone's disputing the idea that we should scout these places first and then go off of that. I think talk after that is just too much speculation at this point, and we should probably just focus on scouting. And a lot of these ideas could work in theory, but we don't know how any of these houses are going to react to anything, because like some of them we might just be able to like fear them into joining, you know, like our council or whatever we're setting up, you know, and then they're pretty much just done. Like they're just here, they're working for us, they're not going to do anything because they're so afraid that they're not going to act. And others might be so cocky that the only option we really have is to eliminate them. And then if we have people already backing us and we do this, then it might turn into something like, well, these guys mean serious shit if they just killed like the most cocky badass person in this block, so it's like they might not really have a choice but to join us or die.
So let's scout, see what information we can get, how each of the houses are run and how they respond, and then come back and determine what our options are.
That's what he just said.
Yeah. I could.
Not so many words.
Get out of your fucking hovel over there and everybody go scout one house. Then meet up in like an hour. In time.
Well, we could do that, or we could do something that doesn't give off the idea that we're trying to do anything. Like I could roll around in my arbitrary uniform and just act like I'm doing, like, you know, basic searches on their stuff, or not even like full-blown searches, but just like, you know, I'm just in the area. I'm looking to see if any people are doing fucking illegal shit. I'm not even gonna go into your back stores or anything. I just want to check the merchandise, make sure everything's okay, and then while we're there, just start small talk conversations, see if we can work our way up. Like, you know, we can just do something as simple as that. Because if we're all, you know, split up or doing something, then we're all gonna approach things differently, and then it could just turn into this giant mess of there's just so many different ways we approached all these different places that it's just going to be hard to untangle it all.
What you do is gather information. Just go to a place and tell Mal you want to gather information for an hour and then go back.
But then it'll be like we go there and then we gather information, but then it's like we're only going to gather like low level information. We're not going to know anything about...
What high level information do you think we're going to get?
Well, if we go there and we start conversation with stuff, then we could talk about other shit. But all we're going to do, if we just go there to gather information, they're just going to be like, oh, we sell a las pistol. And I'll be like, oh, okay.
No, you'd be like, what family runs this? They'll tell you, and stuff like that. We're not wearing our uniforms. They won't know who we are.
Or they're going to be like, what do you want to know?
If they know who we are, they're better informed than us. They won't care who runs the business. These are small manufactorums. The dude behind the counter is probably one of the family members.
I don't
we
know
have a
about
20
that.
magnitude horde making guns for us, or whatever they do. We run an assembly plant for poor quality guns. We're not doing that well.
Who's the cashier of our hub? Who's sitting out there while all of us are out doing something? Who's making sales at the front desk shit?
None of us are in a family either.
There's people doing it.
But if it's small businesses, there's probably a family member running the money exchange thing. We're not making the guns. We're not doing anything right now. We have 6 people. We have 7 people who own the same small business.
We are the fam. Just need to figure out who's the head of the family.
It'd be best. We should probably vote for a leader.
Well, if you want me to just chill out here while you guys go out and get information and stuff, then you can say that, like, you're doing it. You're just going out doing your shit, and if anyone asks, you're just doing it for like me or something. Because I mean, it's gonna, I could just leave my archer's uniform here, but I mean, I could walk around with my shit or without my shit. It doesn't matter. But I could just chill out here and oversee the stuff here. Then, if anybody decides to like come around here while anyone else is out doing stuff, then I can deal with that.
We could make better quality weapons and then go get a contract with the Arbiter Station down the street, and then we'll have protection from them. And then we can go around with impunity blowing up other buildings because they'll look away from whatever crimes we commit.
I don't think they'll look away from that.
Exchange for guns. Exchange for guns.
Dude, they don't give two shits about our poor quality ass guns.
I said make better quality weapons.
Better quality, so like normal quality shotguns that they already have access to? Like
Better
easily?
quality, period. It could be any quality, but if we give them guns free and to just look away, it shouldn't be that hard. And it won't be that many. We have a client base already, so we are making a profit.
What if another manufacturer is already doing this?
Them stuff. They want
If they want in on it, you make a deal with them.
Again, this still goes all back to the same point that we need to just gather information at this point, because we don't know anything.
Correct.
And I think Sarah's idea of just splitting up and going out to different places is okay, because again, if we move in a group or something, it's gonna get suspicious. So I think moving around and doing it, I could chill out here with Iovis and Hunter, and I can help them make some shit. I know some shit about making some shit a little bit, and we could just go over this, and then like Diz and Kyler and Sarah just go out and get some information while we do it.
Do they know us in this sim now? The families? How long have we... You said we've been here for a year and a half. So
they know as much about you as much as you know about them. They know that...
We know about all the families then.
So you know their last name, you know what they produce, you know where they live, but that's about it. So they know the same about you. They probably know who you guys are, like name-wise, just from them listening. They know what you make, who you sell to, and where you're at, but that's it.
So do we know who they sell to in their worker force?
Yeah, for the most part. They sell to similar nobles, not the same guys as you, but they sell like to other nobles who want their wares.
And we know their dispositions toward us since we've been here for a year and a half?
I mean, none of you have done anything hostile towards one another, but it's a competitive air still. Like, so everyone's looking for like the advantage, of course, because everyone wants to make more, but no one's done anything to make enemies.
There's just a lot of salesmen shouting over other salesmen.
Do we know that
They all rake in about the same money we do? Do they all make the same money we do?
Give or take, some of them make a little bit more, because like the Falrosi, for example, they'll sell to some ecclesiarch nobles for their flamers, so they may make a bit more, but not like a bunch. For Jagrid, if like there's a big mining boom somewhere, he'll make like a lot more money, but for the rest of the season he'll be like broke because he's not selling as much mining explosives, so he make that in bursts. But so everyone averages out pretty much. But that's about what your speculation leads you to. You don't have any hard evidence on that. Pretty much poor. The whole reason for everyone making poor weaponry is so you can sell in volume, but also because it keeps your customers buying. No one else has stepped up to do a better job.
Why don't we offer to buy each company out for 2,000 thrones, and then they get 40% of whatever profit we make from their company each year?
Go and negotiate with them and see if that flies.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking my people.
I'm sorry, dude.
I like that idea.
I think that everything we're coming up with, again, are reasonable ideas, but we still need to scout and get information.
Okay, well, nobody's
Okay.
done anything. Everybody
was
but
about-
me is sitting inside their building. Move your characters and shit and type it in.
I'm gonna go over here and scout, I guess, and like listen in on conversations and stuff. I'm going to roll now. Like, I'm in between multiple buildings. Is this like a small market area or anything, or is it just people passing each other and stuff?
People passing each other for the most part, or just sticking to their buildings. You guys are all crammed in this tiny space for the most part. Now this is a 5-to-1 scale, just so you guys do know. I need to change that actually right now.
Sarah, just leave.
Yeah, I told you I was leaving. Places to go. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, well I guess that's where the game ends.
Okay.
I told you my idea. Let them do what they want to do. If they're all still on. I mean, I'm not doing anything.
I'm fine. We can spend our XP and come back to it next Sunday.
Alright everybody, we'll gain, each of you gain 1,600, so 1,600 experience. 600 for the last encounter, 1,000 for the session. Good job so far. I think everyone's coming together more often. We're just still navigating through each other's, thought processes of how they want to get stuff done.
Word. And thanks for joining us,
So what do you guys think?
I'll let you know my character updates and shit. And I think it was pretty
I personally
good.
quite enjoyed it.
It was fun. But I'll see you guys in the next one, I
I
guess.
personally liked it.
We'll wrap this crap up. See you then.